I'm gonna spoil you guys with another masterclass video, and this video, I don't know how long it will be, but my knowledge is very long and extensive in this field, much like other parts of my body. It's a lot to take in, so get prepared, buckle in, hold on to something. We're getting started, okay? So it all starts with an idea. This is the first thing. Most people go wrong in the first step because they're already like, well, some guy told me dropshipping is a good idea, so I'm gonna do dropshipping. That's not how you should pick your business model. The way you should pick your business model is exactly like this. And making money isn't that hard. Okay? It's just about consistency and improvement. You do those two things, you're going to make money. Okay? But doing those two things is a lot easier said than done if you haven't worked on a mindset. So this video, really, it's probably only give you like 20% of the actual formula because the formula has been used for literally thousands of years since the dawn of human time. It's been used. So it isn't a new thing. The new things you're going to hear from me are the mindset. You're probably also going to hear a new presentation style from me because I am so unique. I am such a genius. There's a thunderstorm going outside. Hopefully you can't hear the thunder strikes. So most people pick a business idea because they think it's going to make them money. That's stupid. You should pick a business model, business idea, whatever, based on how much time you can put into it without making any money back. So let's say you are a super fan of Super Mario Brothers, okay? You were looking at Rule 34, Peach, Rosalina, Daisy. You are that guy. You love Mario. Okay, that's your actual starting point. Find something you really enjoy. Find something you really like. And this business advice would have been terrible 30 years ago, but we live in the age of the internet. People are selling unicorn fart slime for money. You can sell anything now. Anything. So pick something you actually like. Now, you may say, okay, well, let's go on with Mario, because I know a bit about Mario. I was quite the Super Mario Brothers player, Mario Kart world champion of my family, and if I had played professionally, I would have won every single game, and I would have like a trophy, like a gay little trophy, like, oh, look, I won a Mario Kart tournament. I would beat all of them. That would be a funny video idea, One of these days, I'm going to get a cameraman, I'm going to go to one of these tournaments, and I'm going to murk everyone. Murk all these little geeks with the unique glasses, like, hey, dude, I've been playing Mario Kart for 10 years. Doesn't matter. Boom, destroyed. Anyways, so Mario. Okay. You may wonder, okay, well, what am I supposed to do with Mario? There's a lot of different routes from here. You can make video essays about Mario, work on the ad revenue, sponsorships. Those are two things, sponsorships, ad revenue. You can sell Mario merchandise if you can find a source. And I'll tell you now, you see 140,000, it's a lot more than that. It's probably like 160K plus. It's just not all shown there because it's just Shopify, and that was made from e-commerce. Not dropshipping, but e-commerce, reselling. So it's not Mario, but it's a niche. I'm not going to go over the exact thing because I don't feel like dealing with getting blown up because I'm not even going to explain it. So, Mario, okay, maybe reselling stuff. It could be the plushes. Maybe you can go to another country. Maybe you can go to thrift stores. Maybe you know people. Maybe you can set up a website and get the SEO going so people can sell the stuff to you. Whatever, find inventory. Okay, sell it. Market. And remember, I'm going to go in depth on how to do all this stuff, right? But I'm just mulling over ideas. Just to get you in the right mindset, right? You just pick something you like, and from there, find a way to make money with it. If you find something, you can make Mario art. You can make Mario designed GameCube controllers. You can customize them. You can pair game consoles, and because you love Mario, you'll be able to stay into it. The point is, you need to pick a business idea that you can stick to for the rest of your life without getting paid. Like me, I can record these videos all day. Like, I love making these videos. My other business, it's something that I grew up with. So I have a personal interest in the subject that I'm selling, and I've tried a bunch of other business ideas, and those never really came to fruition as much as I would have wanted them to because there wasn't a want there. And a lot of you guys might be like, well, why don't you just be disciplined and do it even when you don't want to? Like I said in my video about discipline, you guys are competing. If you decide to do something, let's say you find an opportunity for musical instruments, and if you find an opportunity to sell something, go for it. But I'm just giving an example, right? Musical instruments. And you're like, well, I'm going to start selling musical instruments. And you don't really like musical instruments. You hate them. You hate the shipping. You hate the fulfillment. There's no part of the business you like. You're just going to make money. Guess what? You're going to be working on discipline. So first of all, it's going to be hard to even keep going after the first few weeks in no sales because remember, success is like that, not like this. It's like this. You can get no results for a while. That's what you got to expect. That's why this is important. But discipline, you do it. Oh, I don't want to do it. There's some geek out there who loves instruments, who plays, when he hears a trombone, he's like, I'm orgasming, the trombone is so amazing. There's people who are like that, and you're competing with them. So you might stay in them for 4 hours doing something you don't want, but they're staying in 4 hours doing something they want to do. Who do you think is going to have better results? That's your competition. Meanwhile, you can flip it and pick something that you like, and then be the guy who's working 4 hours doing something that actually likes. And by the way, if you get really good at this, you don't have to spend a lot of time. So me, I make a lot hourly because I literally only work like 30 to 45 minutes a day on my business. That makes me money. That's it. Watermelon sorbet break. So if you like Mario, do Mario. If you like SpongeBob, do SpongeBob. Find something, go at it. And always exploit your advantages. So let's say SpongeBob. Let's say you were in the SpongeBob community for 20 years. You're like 30 years old watching this video, learn from an 18-year-old. No, you are getting back the youthful, confidence, right? You've been in the SpongeBob community for 20 years. Okay. Make SpongeBob content and use your knowledge to beat everyone else. Because you know what? Yeah, if you go into these niches, you're going to compete with people who are spending a bunch of money on advertising. But guess what? You have insider knowledge that they don't have. Why do you think these think tanks of media corporations always come up with things that people don't like the Sonic first design of the CGI thing? I don't know. I just know no one liked it. All these new TV shows everyone hates. It's because you have a bunch of 40 or 50-year-old men who know nothing about the target audience, but they're like, well, according to the graph and the statistics, like, bro, just use your personal knowledge. Go in something you like. And also, a big thing is research. I'm going to go for research later more, but research is also very important. If you hate music, are you going to want to be researching that passively for 6 hours a day? Because here's the thing, okay? A lot of people say you got to grind, you got to work 8 hours a day, but I don't like that type of language, because working insinuates that you don't actually enjoy what you're doing. Enjoy what you're doing. So, in reality, I work 12 hours a day, but how much of the time is spent doing things I actually don't want to do? It's probably like 30, 45 minutes. I hate fulfilling orders, that's it. I like doing everything I do here. Like, for example, when I scroll on YouTube, and you shouldn't do that. If you're not doing social media advertising, you shouldn't be scrolling on social media ever. But I do it a little bit on YouTube because I gotta get the title and thumbnail ideas. So I don't hate that. I'm just looking through videos I would watch anyways. And then it's like, oh, well, that's a good idea. Copy, paste, put it into my board, watch the video. And then I watch the video, I'm like, you know what? That's a funny way of phrasing that. I'm gonna take that. Oh, that's a good body language move. I'm gonna take that. Oh, that's a funny joke Trump made. I'm gonna reformulate and make my own thing. It's entertainment time that's actually productive. So also remember that too. This video is kind of be all over the place because I'm so smart. It's hard to... It can't be contained. Okay? My brain, again, much like other parts of my body, is a wild beast. It's a lot to take in. Creates results that are all over the place, but it's sweet and delicious. So, what you need to do is perfect the 3-step formula I'm going to give you. Idea, product, advertise. Now, I already went over idea. Okay, if that wasn't enough for idea, then you are mentally ill. Because that's very simple. Just find something you like. And you know what? If you're having trouble thinking about it, just get a piece of paper, get a Notion, write down everything you like. And also, write down the events you do in a day. So most of you guys, this is also a good way of knowing if you're degenerate. If you write down everything you did in a day and be autistic, like, well, I woke up, I went to the bathroom, this. Like, you be your own biographer. And if you're unhappy with the day, then you got things to change, right? You should be aligned with your dream day. Watch my other masterclass video. And my other masterclass videos are going to help a lot with this, right? But in any case, let's say you spend a lot of your time in your day watching music content. Okay, well, start a business regarding music because you're already doing that. You already know the niche. You're already studying it passively. Might as well get into it, right? And always remember, you can make money literally doing anything. Now, it's true that some ideas are more profitable than others. For example, my niche, it's a bit hard to make money in it. So, if I was in a better niche but had the same traffic numbers, I would probably like 200K a year probably, but not there because reasons I don't like making excuses. So it's just because I'm not good enough yet. In the past, now I am. Present moment, I am. But in any case, you can still make money. And remember, people are making money off of damn sleep. Are making money selling unicorn fart slime. Make money doing anything. Now, 2, product. I already kind of went over this, but there's an easy way to find, because let's say you have the idea, but you're having trouble, okay, well, Mario, what can I make money with? I already gave you a few, but also, you can use ChatGPT for this. Literally, ChatGPT, I like Mario. Give me business ideas regarding Mario. Boom, you can get 10, you can sell for more, and you have like 30, 40. Be a gamer, although that's gay. Don't be a gamer. But if you really wanted to, you could, right? And bring it to the third step, which is actually the most important, because those two steps are actually very inconsequential. I mean, the idea is consequential if you pick a bad one, but aside from that, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. The third thing that's actually most important is advertising, and I found this out when I was looking at free course leaks, and I know you've looked at them too, okay? Free course leaks from all these YouTubers, I'm not going to say names, but free course leaks. I started watching them, and skimming through other papers, and I did this all legally, by the way. Nothing was done illegally. I followed all rules and regulations. I kind of realized, wow, this guy's selling this for like $200, and it's not even good. It's not even that good. I knew all this stuff like the first week of self-improvement I was on. This isn't $200 for this. And that kind of just made me realize everything is marketing, everything is advertising. So don't worry too much about the product. Don't scam people. Sell a good product. I sell a good product. All my products are good. I have an ethical obligation. So I got someone to answer to. Most of these other people, they're willing to scam you. They're willing to scam me because they don't believe in God. So who's their answers to? As long as they don't go to jail, what's wrong with what they do? Nothing. There's no one to answer to. I have someone to answer to. So if I were to scam someone, God is watching, and I'd be reprimanded in one way or another. So don't scam people, but always understand that don't get too caught up in the product. Okay? Make it a good product, but don't be like, oh, well, my God, the product, the PDF of my product, the logo is -1 pixels too far to the right. Like, don't worry about that stuff. Just give good value. Don't worry too much about all the other crap. So, advertising. This is where we're going to really go in balls deep. And my balls deep is different from everyone else's balls deep. Everyone's balls deep is like that. Mine is like this. Okay? So, in order to advertise, the first rule of advertising is you have to understand that everyone is literally retarded. And I know for some of you that might be like, whoa, that's mean. Get used to it. But really, it's true. When I started understanding, okay, everyone is an absolute retard, and I need to market accordingly, I started making more money, literally, because everyone's attention spans are very low. No one could really grasp anything complicated, because, I've had discussions talking about moral issues, like, and I know I sound like a geek when I say this, but it was supposed to be an intellectual discussion, so I use the phrase, like, what's the epistemology for the moral standard you're using? What's the epistemology for this moral claim? And they're like, epistemology? Using made-up words? Instead of Googling it, because that's a very fair question. If you're coming up with a moral argument, you should know what that means. But they don't. And when you tell them, they don't look it up. They're bots. They're NPCs. Same thing with all their moral values. They just hear someone say something like, whoa, or hear society say something like, whoa, that must be true. Well, that's retarded, but that's exactly how you have to treat them. Okay, and the same thing, and this is very important when you're making short-form content. And depending on what you're doing, short-form content is either the most important or the least important. But for most of you guys, you're making if you're starting a store, an e-commerce store, short-form is very important. So with short-form, you may not like videos are like dun all over the place. Like if you're watching me, this could be minimally edited. This is nice to you, but to those you don't like doing this and getting your brain raped all these jump cuts, right? But the average person loves that. The average person literally can't watch something like this. So you need to do it accordingly. So when you're making your TikToks, when you're making Instagram Reels, cut it in close. Don't make them too long. Alright, I'm about to take this moment to glaze on myself. Look at these testimonials. Aren't these the most amazing testimonials? If you want to have results similar to these people, maybe even better, if you really go the extra mile, join the Discord. Link in description. Reels get over 80,000 views. In my niche, that's a lot. That's equivalent to over 1 million in other niches, basically. Right? You gotta make it quick. You gotta make it snappy. Now, other rules of marketing that I'll go over. And the first rule I gave you is pretty niche. Most important. None of these nerds are gonna tell you that. Oh, well, if I call everyone retarded, then they're gonna cancel me. No, they're canceling me. I just eat watermelon sorbet in front of them. Get mad at me. So, marketing. You want to do research on your target customer, and also you want to do competitor research. So first, the customer, right? This is what you want to figure out. And if you personally like what you're doing, then guess what? This becomes autistically easy, bro. If you grew up watching Super Mario Brothers, what products would you have bought? Or maybe you're just making videos. What videos would you have watched? Maybe now you watch them. Okay, well, what products would you buy now? What videos would you watch now? Boom, target customer right there. Your target customer is your ideal customer. What customer is going to go into your store and be like, this is exactly what I dreamed of. It's so beautiful. They have a Luigi Mansion set. I'm buying it all. I'm buying. Someone you can make go bankrupt because they're addicted to your store. That's your target customer. That's the guy you want to target. Now, if you're doing like more of a personal brand thing, influencer thing, you want to make it more so someone who will spend money, but also someone who's going to stick around for like, you know what? I really resonate with this guy's message. This guy's amazing, etc., etc., right? It's a bit different if you're doing personal brand, but it's similar, right? So target customer, boom, forget all this. Well, the statistics, according to this statistical study, the 44 age range is better than the 50. No one cares, okay? If you pick something you know, pick something you like, you know the target customer innately. Okay, and the next thing is going to be competitor research. So find the people that are hitting the target audience you want to hit. So let's say you're making Mario content. I'm going to keep doing Mario because Mario's a G. Not as much of a G as Luigi, but Mario's a G still. Okay, let's say you're making video essays. Okay, well, what video essays are they watching of Mario? Oh, why doesn't Mario sound like he used to? Oh, why doesn't Mario look how he used to? Oh, no. This fact you didn't know about Super Mario Bros. 3. Whatever. Find it. Find the ideas, and even if you're doing e-commerce, so let's say e-commerce, okay, where are the Mario fanatics buying their stuff? I know there's one website called DK Oldies. Okay. What is DK Oldies aesthetic? What do they sell specifically? What can they do better? What's bad? Put this all down on a paper. Put it all in a Notion. Write it all down. And you know what? Even if you're doing e-commerce, even if you're looking at DK Oldies, looking at all the other stores that are selling Mario stuff, look at the videos too. Because find where your target customers are and see what they like. Okay? See what they like. And then you can you can actually make content they'll like. Because, and again, this becomes easier when you're part of it because you know what you'll like. But this helps you even more, especially with, for example, if you're doing YouTube videos, and I do recommend doing YouTube videos. If you're doing any type of business, you need to be on social media. So even if you aren't doing video essays, you gotta learn this still. Because how the hell are people gonna find your website? Ooh, paid advertising. Don't do that. Okay, I'm actually going to teach you something else right now. Don't do paid advertising off the bat. Don't spend as little money as possible when you start your first business because you don't know how it's going to go. You don't know how stupid you're going to be at the start. And I've done this before. I've literally wasted like $600 marketing on Facebook ads for an idea that was retarded. But I didn't follow my own business principle. I was like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I'm not even thinking right now. I'm just going to spend $600 on ads. And because I spend the money, people must come in. It's not how it works. Okay? If you want to ever spend money on ads, this is the way you have to do it, okay? First, get good at organic. If you can't get people on your store and buying your stuff off of TikTok, forget about the ads. Now, if you get people buying on your store off of Instagram, TikTok, etc. with your content, then do ads. But if you can't do it organically, forget about it. Okay, all these people saying do paid advertising first are retarded. Where they got lucky, quote unquote. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You want to see what thumbnails they're attracted to, so and you also could find it from other places. So for example, thumbnails, like this is what I do for these videos. Go all over the place. Music, video essay, Mario, app, all these other niches, even niches I don't like. And then I see, okay, well that thumbnail's cool. That title is cool. Save it to an idea bank, and then I use it for these videos, right? Do the same thing with your business. And you can take the idea and apply it to Instagram. Take the idea, apply it to TikTok. Take a TikTok idea, apply it to YouTube, etc. You want to, because you don't want to just do something completely new, because I'm going to tell you something that a lot of you might not want to hear, but it's true. It's so easy, because everyone already does what you want to do. If you want to make a Mario video essay channel, there's already people who have millions of subscribers that do that. If you want to make a Mario e-commerce store, there's millions of people who already do that. Well, not really. There's people who make millions doing that, rather. Millions of people who buy from those stores. The template's already there. Don't take the template and go like, well, I want to be original. Throw it away and try doing your own thing. It's a waste of time. Literally, you have to steal like an artist. Okay? Take someone's idea. And then instead of it being red, turn it blue. Instead of first aid kit, put real nigga first aid kit. Whatever you want. Okay? But just take the original thing and just give them a different angle. It's the same thing, but just different perspective. And because everyone's retarded, like, oh, that is so unique, so new. Nothing is unique and new. Music, art, video, it's just a culmination of things that already existed, and it's just flipped a little bit. And everyone's like, whoa. That's how it is. And that's good for you because it makes it easy. Makes it easy. Really easy. So, do all your research. Lurk where, be like a creep. Look at where, like peek under their, peek under there. See what they're into. Like, okay, well, okay, okay, yeah. Okay, they like this store. Okay, yeah. And then you have it in your head, and then just give them a different angle. Okay? Now, other principles of advertising. You have to understand, you need people to believe they need your product. They need it. And there's different ways you can do it. The worst way is by going like, well, my product is amazing, guys. Go buy my product, please. Please buy my product. I'm going to go out of business. Please buy my... Don't do that. The best way to sell something is by showing it. Okay? Or you can also use speaking, but showing it, like when a product speaks for itself, it's amazing. And I know if you're making video essays, just make good videos, essentially. But if you're doing e-commerce, when you make a TikTok and you're showing your product, make it look like the best product ever. Don't scam people. Don't misadvertise. But make it look like the best product ever. Make them feel like, I need this. This is so cool. And also, try to have it add value to your life. So if you're doing an entertainment product, cause I know some of you guys want to do dropshipping, that's fine. If you want to do dropshipping, that's okay. I do e-commerce. It's not too dissimilar from dropshipping, although dropshipping I imagine would be a lot more stressful. Bigger ceiling, obviously. I could do so good in a dropshipping store, but anyways, let me not get off track here. Yeah, my brain's just huge. It's going all over the place. I might get a bunch of girls pregnant. Hopefully not. I'm really just firing today. I'm just no filter today at all. Might get even worse. I don't know. This watermelon sorbet is making my mind. I'm focused. I'm locked in. I'm in the zone. So you have to, if you're making, if you're doing drop shipping or some other thing when you're doing product research, you also want to look at value. Because, for example, Mario products, that's entertainment. There's very little actual real life value. It's not going to make you more money. It's not going to make you lose weight, all this other stuff. You're still going to be a fat bastard no matter how much you love Mario. So that's entertainment. So you need to appeal to that. Make it feel like, bro, my life is going to be so bad without this Mario toy. It's going to make my life so much better. You need to invoke that emotion. And obviously don't be like, and if you're really good, you can be like the Shamo guy and be like, you're selling a slap chop. Actually, if you want to learn, like, the way to say something, watch ShamWow guy. Because it's amazing. He has this little slap chop thing. It's just this little, you put, like, vegetables on a board, you put it on top, boom, 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 take it off, and then they're cut. It's a very simple product. But he's like, oh, stop having a bored salad, stop having a boring life. Like, who says that? I'm probably going to show a clip if I remember.
This tuna looks boring. Stop having a boring tuna. Stop having a boring life. Here's a hard-boiled egg. One chop, you add the pickle, you add the green onion. And then what you can do, you can mix things together. You add the ham. You don't have time to make breakfast. You're going to have an exciting life now. Breakfast to go.
It's amazing. So if you're going to speak like that. Don't be like, well, please buy my product. That never works. People don't want to buy from losers. They want to buy from winners. If they think, wow, this guy sells a bunch of stuff, this guy is cool, they're going to follow you and they're going to buy your products. If they think, well, no one's buying from this guy. No one's going to give you their money out of pity. Their life is bad enough. They don't want to help you. They don't care about you. Humans don't really care about other humans, unfortunately. We should. I try to personally, but innately we're all very selfish. And this is more than just going to the cashier and saying no when they ask if you want to donate to charity, because that money probably doesn't go to the charity anyways. But it's like, how much money have you donated to charity? Probably zero. I mean, I don't think I've ever donated money to charity. We're selfish. We don't care. So don't try to sell things out of pity, okay? Sell things because you're a winner. Okay, you're cool. You win. So that's why people should buy from you. Now, as far as the nitty-gritty stuff like, oh, well, what type of caption should I use on TikTok? I should be discussing another day because over TikTok and then Instagram and then YouTube. But in general, what I just told you is to make you somewhat successful. And always remember, look at what other people are doing. Because the problem with giving straight-up advice like, well, on TikTok, you should use these type of captions and this type of voice and whatever, in your niche, maybe everyone's already doing that. So now you're not unique. You don't stand out. You aren't giving them a new angle. But in another niche, if you did what I just told you, it would be amazing. With the voice and the specific caption style. So you need to look at what's going on and be like, okay, well, they're using this font for captions. Let me use this one. It's a little bit different. It's still recognizable. It's a little bit different. This voice, a little bit different. So it's a new flavor. It's new. Because any of you guys addicted to porn would know that you guys can't watch the same video 15 times over and be like, and have the same time every time. Because first time's like, second time's like, third time's like, fourth, fifth, like, I need a new video. That's exactly how people are with, they're scrolling on social media looking for videos. If you do the same thing as everyone else, They're going to be desensitized. You're not going to care. Now, if you just, change the video a little bit, and people are going to start watching. Think about it like that. So, I just edged you. Because in reality, like I said, all that stuff's very simple. If you're a retard, you already understood all that. And if you've learned before, if you haven't learned before, then I guess I can't really call you that, can I? But what's really going to separate you from all these other people trying is a mindset. So that's what I'm going to talk about now. Okay, and the Mindset Masterclass, I'll give you a link to it. Description, card, whatever, for whatever I remember to do. It's going to really differentiate yourself from everyone else because no one else talks about this. No one else understands this. Everyone thinks, well, to make money, I just have to make an idea, product, and advertise, and then I'm going to make a bunch of money. For some people that works, but from other people, they don't have the mindset necessary in order to get the results they want. Because mindset precedes the action. If you can improve your mindset, you can improve the action you take, higher quality action, and you'll get higher quality results. I'm going to tell you right now, I had a good mindset, I would say, for a very long time. I had a very bad one. I made money. I had a good mindset. I actually made less money because it was a bit self-defeating. It's kind of like being smart and you're really perfectionist, and it actually makes you worse. And then, recently, changed my mindset again. Now I'm making like double. Making way more money. I think I made like 700 in the past 2 or 3 days. Probably more. I don't know. I probably got, last time I checked, I had like $50 before I recorded this video. Another $50 sale. Probably have more time in recording this. Another watermelon super big. Excuse me, but my throat is giving me some problems. Don't take that out of context. I get taken out of context too much. I know I'm funny, but, can you stop at making me look gay? You can make me look cool and all this other stuff, but just don't make me look gay, okay? That's the one thing, alright? So I had someone I was working with, and they wanted to be like Jinxie. They were in a niche that I know about, and someone I know, they wanted to clip farm. It's like people who act retarded on stream or video, and then they want people to clip them and post it on TikTok so people can laugh at them like a clown. And I was wondering, well, why do you want to be like a clown? Because, who wants to be a clown, honestly? Why would you want to be like a clown? He told me, well, it's worth it if I make money. And then I could stop being a clown, which if you know anything about what I just told you, if people are there for you being a clown, if you stop being a clown, they're going to leave, obviously. But also, you don't have to be a clown to get attention. I get a bunch of attention. In person, on the internet. I'm not a clown. I don't make fun of myself. I'm cool. I'm the coolest person on this platform. And I get attention. So, in order to get attention, I don't do things for attention specifically. I'm just me on here. But if you really want attention, you don't have to be a clown. But why did he keep this mindset of being like, well, I'm going to be a clown, I'm going to be a clown, I'm going to be a clown? Because he thinks he's going to make money. And he thinks that will make him successful. And this is what I'm going to tell you. I know this is a cliche, but I'm going to say it in a cool way. Everyone else says this in a loser way. Especially the Christians. Money is actually bad. Because if you make money, then you're actually really greedy. And greed is bad. It's my group, bro. Anyways, success is success with or without money. Okay? If you take Jinxie, and I don't know much about Jinxie. Okay, I'm just using because this is literally the example he used. All I know about Jinxie is that he had some OnlyFans hoe girlfriend who dumped him. And then he cried, guys, I'm not gonna stream today, I got dumped. He was posting his Discord. And then he begged her to come back, and she came back. And I don't even know if they're together now. OnlyFans girl. Not even a good one. OnlyFans girl. And I was asking him, do you actually want to be like this guy? Take away his money. This is the question. Okay, because remember, copying people is very good. So, copying them and giving them a new angle. Don't be just a copycat and take from other people and make your own thing, right? But let's say you want to take inspiration from someone. My camera lighting just changed. Does that look okay? It looks sexy in all lighting. It's fine. You want to take inspiration from someone. Great. Well, hold on. Before you do that, take away all their money. No money. It kind of goes back to what I was saying before. What can you do every single day without making money? Tying it here. Let's say you take inspiration from someone, or you take a business idea. Take away the money. How do you feel about it? In Jinxie's case, who the hell wants to be like him? I don't. My camera's too bright. Hold on. There we go. Gee, I don't want to be like Jinxie. The hell? I'd rather be me. Broke me is a lot cooler than Jinxie. Jinxie. That name's retarded in the first place. Who names themselves Jinxie? I'm cool. What? Vanquishrocha. Didn't know my name is pronounced Rocha. Because Brazilian, Portuguese. That's how they pronounce their R's. Jinxie? I don't want to be like that guy. I want to be me. I'd rather be me. Take a third person, like Trump. I'd rather be like Trump with no money than Jinxie with no money. See what I'm saying? So this just goes to tell you that your identity and mindset should be established independent of money. Because then it's actually going to be easier to make money, because not only you'll be able to stick to what you're doing, you'll also have a winner's mindset. And people like winners, even if you're doing a faceless brand. It's going to ooze out. It's an aura. Now, I'm going to tell you about a little bit about the spiritual world, okay? And this actually has a lot to do with money. Because, remember, your actions proceed from your mindset. Your mindset is a result of your physical mind and soul, spirit, whatever word you want to use. Mind, soul, spirit, combined together. That's going to be the best version you could possibly be. Okay? The I am. What are you? Who are you as a person? What is your I? When you say, I don't know, I like ice cream. Who is I? Oh, well, it's me, John. Who is John? I never thought about that. Exactly. That's why you're broke. Who are you? And again, this goes back to what I was saying, because remember, you need to know what you like in order to really get the right business idea. You need to know your strength, and you need to know your weaknesses. You need to know your gifts. How can you know that if you don't know who you are? And you might have a vague idea of it, but, you know, I'm trying to think from an, empathetic, sympathetic perspective on this, because I'm very introspective, so I understand myself very well. But other people, I realize, they don't understand themselves very well. I ask them, what do you like doing? What do you like to do? And they're not a woman, so they don't have an excuse. Like, what do you like to do? Tell me. Like, wow, I never thought about that. I mean, I kind of like playing video games, I guess. Like, no one thinks it to themselves. You need to spend a lot of time being introspective and thinking to yourself. What do you actually want to do? Why do you want it? And that's going to take you very far. So I'm going to give you a line of questioning here, okay? First, who are you? Second, why are you the way you are? Third, why do you want to do X? Let's say you already mentioned it, or maybe you didn't. So it's like, okay, what do you want to do? And then why do you want to do that? 4 simple questions. Okay, 4 very simple questions. That should take you, if you haven't thought about this before, which most of you haven't, it should take you a minimum of 2 hours. Because it's more than, oh, well, my name's John. No, who is John? Why is John the way he is? And you go back in line. I've talked about this before. So maybe you really like Mario. Why do you like Mario? Well, I grew up with it. And how was growing up for you? Was it an escape? And then maybe you might get to the point where, like, you're crying, like, I like Mario because my dad was abusing me. He was my escape. And if you cry, that's a great thing, because that means you're going down deep and you're figuring out who you are. And then, you know, at that point, I mean, you have a trauma bond to Mario. You're not going to quit the business. So, I mean, that would be a good idea for you if that's your thing. But also, it helps you really understand yourself. Dig deep. Dig deep. Touch your balls. Who are you? Once you answer those, it's going to be a lot easier to start a business. Because that's actually the hardest thing. Forget making money. Forget getting jacked. Forget looking sexy. The hardest thing to do in life is really understand yourself. And really combine your soul, spirit with your mind. It can be done with effort. I'm on the process. I think I'm doing pretty well for myself. But it's not without effort. It's not without introspective time. And the thing is, everything in the outside world, your computer, social media, etc., it's all designed to take you away from your soul and spirit. And this is where religion comes in. So some of you might be like, what does this have to do with money? Everything. Because you fix this, you fix your money problems. I guarantee you. Like I said, I literally doubled my income when I started working on this. Because you identify more with the habits that make you money. You identify more with your ideal self. And your ideal self's making a bunch of money. Because he does what's necessary to make a bunch of money. So you start doing that and you start making more money. It's very simple. But to really understand your higher self. Ideal self. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something right now. You better join my Discord. You better join HVCM Premium. You better give me your money, because my watermelon sorbet melted during the recording of this video. Now I've melted sorbet. So now I have to... a damn dog. It's water. Things I do for you guys, bro. Anyways, sorbet, bro. Okay. I love you guys so much. I'm willing to do that. Okay, I'm willing to have my sorbet melt in order to help you. So, yeah, I forgot where I was. I was talking about mindset, purpose. Oh, yeah, it has everything to do with it. Okay? Hold on. Oh, yeah, right. Religion. So, religion specifically is important because you need to be in individual state, as I said. And in order to do that, you have to connect to the spiritual world, which is a non-physical world. And if you don't believe in that, you're a retard, because that means you're essentially a naturalist, you're an atheist. If you think you're Love for your dog is just a bunch of chemicals and you're stupid, okay? It's a lot more than that. We all know that innately. We all know we have free will. We all know we actually love. It's more than just, oh, dopamine goes off at this much when you love someone. No, it's love. It's spiritual. It's a non-physical thing. You can't explain it with a bunch of numbers and science, okay? Now, that exists in a non-physical world. How can a non-physical force not have a non-physical source? Does love just come out of nowhere like, ooh, poof, love. Poof, caring for others. Poof, 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 poof. No. It only makes sense if there's a higher source for the spiritual source, and then from there the spiritual forces come through. And that makes sense. That's why you need God. Because you can never truly understand yourself. You can never truly individuate, become a person, a whole person, without this. You need to understand the non-physical, and you need to believe in God. And not just God, but the Christian God. Because then you can be able to really understand Jesus' stories, the allegories, etc. And you can start applying it to your life. And the most important one for this video is going to be the I am. God's name is not I will. It's I am. And why is it I am? Present moment is the most important thing. If you watch the other masterclass video to understand this, my voice is leaving me. Watch my other masterclass video to understand this. You guys, 99% of you guys, this was me for a very long time. For a very long time, when I started my second business, I was like, oh, well, you know, I'm really gonna lock in, and I will be a good businessman. I will be this. I will be a good businessman, guys. I'm gonna do so good for myself. You know, I will. And I know I was never fulfilled. Never got anything done important. I was always lazy. Why? Because I wasn't in the moment. I wasn't identifying with my higher self. What was my higher self? My higher self was, okay, my higher self is a businessman. He's making millions of dollars. He's a cheese, hot, strong, etc. Now, what was I saying? I will be that. Well, guess what? What am I in the moment? I'm dissatisfactory in the moment. I'm not what I want to be, so how can I be satisfied? I'm a version of myself that I don't like. Meanwhile, I could just say, I am my higher self, identify with it, take the actions my higher self takes, and then I'll start having results that my higher self has. And that's because 4D always translates to 3D. The 4D is a collection of human thoughts. It's how you influence other people, by the way. If you think you're a loser, that's a 4D. You're like, well, I'm a loser. 4D. 3D is you being a loser. Hey guys, I'm not sure if I'm really that good at this. I want a woman to dominate me. That's what it's gonna lead to. Now if you're like, I'm a winner, I make a bunch of money, I work hard, I do all this stuff. I'm a winner. It's gonna start being reality. 3D, they can see with their own eyes. And in order to really cement this, you have to work on thought loops and your instinctive responses to things. So your thought loops, both of these are kind of similar, but I'll say the thought loops are, I just made a video about this. If you think, I'm a loser, like a self-fulfilling prophecy, I'm a loser, I don't believe I can do this, you failed because you believe that, and now you're like, you reaffirm the belief like, well, I'm a loser because I failed. But in reality, you failed because you believe you're a loser in the first place, right? So in order to do that, you need to attack the thought loop. So when you say, well, I'm a loser, I can't do this, like, ow. Question the thought as if you're a lawyer. And then you realize, you know what, that idea was really stupid. Why did I think that? And then the thought doesn't have any power anymore because thoughts are like, not thoughts. Like thoughts, like human thoughts, is really just smoke and mirrors. It only has as much power as you give it. If you think your thought is really negative and you hate it, that's the results it's going to have on you. If you really love your thought and like, wow, that's a positive one, so make me feel good, that's how it's going to make you feel. Okay? So, always take your thought and abstract it, look at it from another perspective. And then it's just like a bunch of words on a paper. Again, I'm going to use an example again. Like maybe, what if I wrote retard on this bag and I showed it to you? Like, I'm a retard, I wrote it on the bag and I showed it to you. Most of you guys would be like, whatever. Some of you might even laugh. But in your negative thought loop, maybe you say, I'm a retard, and it's really negative towards you. The word combination, I am a retard, doesn't specifically trigger you. It doesn't specifically trigger anyone. It only triggers those who have given the phrase power. And the way to take away power from the phrase is to view it from another perspective. It's exactly how you do it. Now, breaking down your instinctive... Oh, my voice is leaving me, Jesus. To break down your instinctive thoughts is two things. Dreams and how surprised you are when you win. So, dreams. Start tracking your dreams. Get a notebook, get a book, the pen, write down your dreams, and see what happens in those dreams. So, for example, in the money situations, if you're a situation where you want to make money, like, for example, you start a business in a dream, if you make no money with the business in a dream, take the dream, replay it in your head and be like, and that's why you write it down, so you can remember, replay it in your head and be like, nah, no, that's wrong. I made millions of dollars with that business. And then, if you slowly start seeing your dreams or your natural thoughts be more aligned to making money, then you're working on your subconscious mind, so you start being more confident in your action. And, let's say, another thing. Actually, no. It's the same thing over again, you don't need to hear that. The other thing is winning. Don't be surprised when you win. So if this happens to you, that's really bad. You need to fix it. Let's say you make a video. You get 1 million views. You go viral, right? Depending on the niche, 1 million's either a lot or a decent amount, right? You get 1 million views. And then you're like, 1 million views, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. That's terrible. Because guess what? If you react like that, if you act surprised, then you didn't expect it. If you didn't expect it, then your mindset's wrong. Like, whenever I post something, whenever I record something, I expect it to get 1 million views. So when it gets a bunch of views, it's like, yeah, of course that happened. I identify with the guy who makes gets millions of views. So I make better content. If you get surprised when you get good results, you have a problem. That means you don't have the proper identity. It's going to be harder to get results. Your end result that you got, that you liked, it's going to be a fluke. Meanwhile, if you have the mindset of a winner, like, yeah, of course I did that. Yeah, I did that. I'm amazing. Then, it won't be a fluke. It's who you are. That's what you do. It's a part of your identity. That's a part of, when you say, I like ice cream, that's your I. The guy who makes millions, gets millions of views, the guy who goes viral, the guy who has a great relationship with God, the guy who loves Jesus, the guy who has a 10 out of 10 wife, the guy who's a winner, the guy that's sexy, the guy that's muscular, the guy that's strong. I like ice cream. You understand? That's so important. Okay? And I'm here damaging my voice in order to tell you that, because I love you guys. I love my viewers. I love everyone who watches my videos. Now, I'm going to leave it there. Okay, I think that truthfully is good for this masterclass. I'm going to make more masterclasses. I'm going to do 2. My plan for now is do 2 masterclasses a week. And then from there, I'll maybe make more Discord content. I don't know. Just join the Discord. You'll be updated on everything. I'm going to start posting on Twitter and Instagram too, so follow those in the description. I'm going to leave it there. You're welcome. I know I've given you great knowledge. I have to watch this over again. See you in the next masterclass.